How's it going, everybody? I'm back with another YouTube video. Now, in today's video, guys, I'm going to be doing a tier list that I am super excited for, and I'm going to have to put together over the course of a week. So I don't really have any announcements for this video because I don't know when this video is going to get uploaded or anything like that. But I will tell you this: I started this video around when the book review for Monster Blood happened. So it'll probably be the next video after that, honestly, if anything. So this video is going to be made in several parts. So I could be filming this video in the afternoon. I could be filming it right now, like later in the evening or whatever. So I decided to start this because I went to the grocery store today and I got all of the flavors of vitamin water. If you don't know what it looks like, I don't know if you guys have this in your region, but it's the vitamin water brand. It's just called vitamin water, and it's honestly a really healthy choice for drinks rather than having pop or juice, like high fructose and sugary drinks. This is a nice alternative. Now, I don't recommend that you drink it all the time. I don't think that's going to do you really any good. But if you're having a meal that you would normally drink pop or juice with, I definitely recommend switching to this. Now, I'm not saying that you have to completely stop pop or drinking juice, but it's something to do to help you stop drinking it all the time. Because I know that changing your drinking options is very important to having a good, healthy diet. So vitamin water, I definitely recommend it. There's also Bai, too. That's another vitamin water that you guys can have. I personally like this one. I think the flavors taste a little bit better. They fit my taste bud a little bit better. So I'm going to try to include 8 flavors. The 8th flavor, I'm not sure if I'm going to get it over the course of this week. We'll see if I can. It's going to be the tropical citrus flavor. I do not have that one. That's the only one I don't have currently. So if I can get it, I will. If I don't, then I'm just going to kind of tell you off of experience how much I like it. So I decided to start filming this video today because I actually don't have any school to have school tomorrow. It's a Sunday. School got canceled because the temperatures are just below freezing in a lot of parts of the U.S. And here it's especially cold. So I'm very happy. And I don't want to say that I'm streaming tonight because this is going to get uploaded later, but I'm going to be streaming this Sunday night. I'll probably make an announcement for that, but I don't know why I'm wasting my time. Let's start out with the tier list with the first flavor. Okay, so the first flavor, the one that is kind of the original, like if you had a Lay's brand, like you know how you have the original Lay's chip, just the regular potato chips. This flavor would basically be that, but for vitamin water. When you think of vitamin water, you think of the blueberry pomegranate Akaya. And man, is this really live up to giving vitamin water a good rep. Because blueberry pomegranate Akaya is definitely the one that I have the most often, and it's very delicious and very good. If I want to have a sub sandwich, blueberry pomegranate Akaya is exactly what I want, and that's why I used it for the beginning of the video. And I'm going to be doing this one first since it is basically, to me, it's the original brand. This is what you think of when you think of vitamin water. And let's take a taste test and decide where we're going to be putting it on this list. Probably going to be S tier, but I already started drinking this after lunch. I'll probably drink the rest for dinner. But here we go. That's delicious. It even smells good too. Like it smells like it has this nice aroma. It's very nice. That's just so delicious. Now, I might be a little bit biased with some of these because I've drank the blueberry pomegranate Akaya the most out of all of them. So the other ones I haven't really gotten used to the flavor. But I gotta say, if I'm biased or not, I don't know if everybody likes this one, but I think that the blueberry pomegranate Akaya definitely deserves a spot at the S tier. I was thinking about putting it at the A tier since it's kind of the original brand, and I think there's some better ones out there than the blueberry pomegranate Akaya, but then I drink it more and more, and I'm like, it deserves that spot at the S tier. It's so good and so delectable. And it, like, if you, like I said earlier, if you're going to have like a sub sandwich or something like that, this is exactly what I would use. It's just so delicious. and definitely represents vitamin water in a positive way. So let's get on to the next flavor. All right, so time to test out our second flavor. This is day 2 of the making of the tier list. And our next flavor, I'm going to kind of try to do it in a little bit of random order, so it's not like, oh, I'm doing all the S tiers, and then all the A tiers, B tiers, C tiers, and all the way down the list, so I don't make it as obvious. So I just kind of decided to go off the one that is kind of, it's not the best one, but I think this one I drink the second most often. It is the lemonade flavor. That's it, just a lemonade flavor. So very, very standard flavor, but I'm so happy that vitamin water took lemonade and made it into a flavor, because there's a lot of sugary lemonades out there and stuff like that. So the vitamin water lemonade is a pretty good alternative to those very sugary, high fructose lemonades. So let's give it a little taste test here. By the way, sorry if it looks a little bit dark. It is only it's only early in the afternoon, and I had a little glare coming in at the side of the camera, so I had to close my curtains to the point where the glare did not pop up. But let's give it a taste test here. Very, very good. I just had it for my meal about an hour ago, so obviously not a first-time sip, much like most of these are going to be, but very, very good. I'm not going to say that it's top tier, not S tier, not A tier. It's just kind of in the middle. It's not really, really good, but it has that nice taste to it, but it's definitely not my personal favorite one. Also, just another announcement. I apologize if the audio quality sounds a little bit weird. I kind of tinkered with my settings, so hopefully it sounds better now in this segment. I don't know. I'll have to look at it through the editing. But the vitamin water, I think, deserves a good, or the lemonade vitamin water definitely deserves a good spot in the B tier. Again, it's not up there further like in the A tier. Like if I was really, really generous, it would be in the A tier, but no. If I'm going to be honest, it definitely deserves a spot in the B tier. It's nothing above average or really, really up there. It's just one of their good drinks, just flat good drinks, nice taste to it, but it's not a top tier drink. But I'm happy they did lemonade, because personally lemonade is one of my favorite things, beverages to have. And I want to make sure that the lemonade that I'm drinking is healthier. So there is the Vitamin Waters lemonade. Let's get on to the next flavor. All right, so for this segment, as you will notice, I'm actually wearing my pajamas for this segment. And I know if you've been paying attention to the clock over there, it is 6:22. The only reason why I'm wearing my pajamas at 6:22 is I don't see why I can't put them on this early, just so that I can get it out of the way and I don't have to worry about it later, because it's not like I'm going to be going anywhere else after about this late in these frigid temperatures. And it'll be dark even before you know it. It's probably already dark outside. Yeah, it's starting to get dark, actually. Daylight savings time is slowly coming back up, but it'll eventually be back to normal by springtime in about a month. So right now it gets dark about 6:30. Anyways, I'm talking about this as if I'm starting a new video. I'm sorry, these segments are going to be difficult for me to not blabber a whole lot, but this flavor is going to be a little bit hard to decide on. And I actually did my own research about vitamin water. So I don't know if there is a lot of sugar in this, if there is actually vitamins in this. I would just advise that you probably get the ones with 0 sugar, because I don't know if these ones are exactly healthy. I wouldn't over-exaggerate how healthy these really could be for you, but I think it's a nice, like I said in my other segments, a nice alternative to drinking like pop or juice. But I wouldn't be drinking it like all the time, for every meal or something like that. That's why I'm doing this once a day, because I want to play it safe and not have some fatal overdose going on here. So I'm still a little bit scared about drinking one a day, but we'll see how it goes. So far I'm doing fine. Let's just hope that I don't get in a coma or something like that. I'm kind of scared. But you gotta admit, these drinks are pretty good. So the next flavor is dragon fruit. Once again, trying to go in a little bit of random order here. I want to kind of still save the worst ones for last, so you'll kind of see throughout the ranking. So I'll probably do this one and then do the last really, really good flavor, and then do all of the mediocre to bad flavors. So this one is dragon fruit. Dragon fruit is definitely one of my more favorite flavors, so let's take a taste test. Really good flavor. I can't tell if I want to put it on the S tier or A tier. I feel like I should fulfill every single tier on the list. But I have to be honest, this is another really, really good drink, and I think it deserves to stand up next to blueberry pomegranate. Now, the nice thing about these tiers is I don't have to put one before the other in the tiers, so it's not hard to decide upon, which one is better. This is not a worst to best, so I can just put this in the S tier and not worry about it being better than pomegranate acai or being slightly worse. But I think this deserves a good spot in the S tier. And A tier would just be kind of an underestimate at a lot of levels, because dragon fruit is really delicious, and I would be really underestimating it if I put it in the A tier. I really wanted to fulfill that spot for something that's good, but it doesn't deserve to be in that superior tier. But I mean, dragon fruit is just superior to a lot of drinks in the vitamin water flavors. So I have to put dragon fruit up in the S tier, and that's all there is to say about that flavor. Let's get on to the next one. All right, so it is currently 4:35. The temperature is actually a little bit warmer this time around, so this isn't going to be another afternoon one, as you can tell. And this is actually day 5 of the vitamin water. I know I skipped a day. Yesterday I actually completely forgot to do it, and I think that's okay. I kind of wanted to take a break on drinking them. I had to finish my dragon fruit one. It took me 2 days to drink it. I know, I'm weird. So we're just going to take a small taste test on this next one. I don't think I'm going to like this one very much over the many tests that I've done it. This is the orange flavor. Now, unlike the lemonade, I'm not really a big fan of this orange vitamin water, and here's why. I just don't see why I can't just order regular orange juice that you can get from a grocery store. That's probably 5 times better than this type of flavor. So I personally just prefer drinking orange juice from like a hotel or something like that, because in my opinion, that breakfast, I'm talking like breakfast orange juice, because in my opinion, that just tastes better. The orange vitamin water is just very, I can already tell you off of experience, very underwhelming. Unlike the lemonade beverage, right? The lemonade beverage is different because it's a vitamin water type lemonade, and I've seen many types of lemonade concentration waters like it, so I can appreciate it. But the orange vitamin water doesn't really make much sense. But we'll take a test, because I haven't really had this one in a while. I don't really like drinking it, because every time I drink it, I feel like I just don't want to drink anymore. Unless it's cold, it tastes a little bit better, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure what I want to say about that one. Just an underwhelming flavor. It tastes a lot like regular orange juice, but a little bit worse. So I don't feel like I'm getting any difference out of this. The texture out of regular orange juice is a little bit more thick. This is a little bit more soft, because obviously it's a water with an orange concentration. So it tastes just a little bit worse than what regular orange juice tastes like. And even though I'm not a big orange juice fan, I'm more of an apple juice person. I would rather drink regular orange juice than this vitamin water type orange juice. I just don't see the point here. Just a very underwhelming flavor. I'll even take a second try just to get rid of some of it before I have the rest of it. Probably won't. Probably will just put it in the refrigerator and forget about it for a couple days. I have to take baby sips, because that is just... It's underwhelming, because you're so used to the regular orange juice flavor, and then it's disgusting. I mean, I'm not going to use the other word because I'd like to save that for the F tier, but it's just, it's got this underwhelming bad taste. I shouldn't call it disgusting, but underwhelming bad taste. That's the best way to describe this one. And if I had to put it on a tier, it would definitely be the D tier. I think C tier is honestly being a little bit too generous. Like, C tier is kind of like the middle of the tier list. Like, most people would think the B tier is probably the middle. The B tier is where it starts getting into the good drinks. C tier, lower, you know, that lower section. And then D tier is where you start getting to the worse types, whatever you're ranking. So I think this goes in the D tier. I would like to save another spot for the E tier and the F tier. And I think this drink is better than some of those other drinks that I don't really like out of the vitamin water selection. So yeah, I think D tier is a good spot for it, and that's all there is to say about the orange flavor. Let's get on to the next flavor. All right, so we are on day 5 of the tier list. It is currently 5:35, and I decided to do this because I just got done eating, and I better get it done before my phone gets a little bit low on the battery, and I have to go to Tiger Rock. So I actually had this next drink with my sub sandwich, so I think you guys can already assume that this is a pretty good drink. I'm still pretty full, so I don't know about taking another sip of this. It's almost done, about 3/4 of the way through. But this is the Kiwi Strawberry flavor, and I can already tell you through experience, I used to not like this very much the first couple times. That was what most of the vitamin waters were like. I tried them, and then I eventually started getting used to the taste and liking them. This one is really, really good. It's got this smooth texture. I think the flavor makes it feel like it just smoothly runs down your throat, and it's very, very scrumptious. Let's take a taste test, as we've always done with the other ones. I was actually thinking about not using my shirt on this segment. My sweatshirt. Very, very good. You know, I was thinking about putting this in the A tier earlier because I don't think it has by far the absolute greatest taste. I think after a while, much of these tastes, they get a little bit boring and they just don't taste as good as when you first get them. But the Kiwi Strawberry, regardless, is really, really scrumptious. Like I said, delectable. Great beverage. Just had it with my sub sandwich, and it's just so delicious. It'd be an understatement to put it in the A tier. This is the last S tier drink. So there are 3 S tiers now: pomegranate, acai, dragon fruit, and kiwi. And if I had to put them in order, I would probably say that the pomegranate is probably at the top there, followed by the kiwi and then the dragon fruit. It's really hard because all 3 of them are super, super good. It's like trying to figure out if Nurse, Hag, or Spirit is better. It's like they're just so equal that, like, I'm not going to even pick favorites here. I don't even want to say that the pomegranate is the best, because now that I'm drinking this, I'm like, oh, well, this is the best. So it's just very delicious. Those are going to be my 3 S tier ones. So this one is going to be joining in the S tier. These last 2, or maybe even 3, if I do the tropical citrus, I'll probably just show a picture of it and tell you what I thought about it. The last 3 are going to be middle to really, really bad. And you're going to see what one is going to be really, really bad in these next few. But other than that, that's Kiwi Strawberry. I'll see you in the next segment. All right, we are now on flavor 6, day 6. It is currently 3:09 in the afternoon. Just got done with the workout and ate, and I got a lot to do today. I got to finish another video up on this one. So in this segment, it's at this time that I'm probably making a YouTube channel rant and stuff like that. And by tomorrow, the day after, it should be up. So, yeah. I'm talking like this is like the beginning of a video. But anyways, our next flavor, everything now is just going to be the worst flavors, basically. Our next flavor is the fruit punch, and I'm not even sure what to say about this going into it. I had it for my meal, and I mean, just look at how much I drank of it. Like, that shows you just how much I hate this flavor. I was having it one time, and I actually somehow managed to drink the whole bottle. And I think it's because I got used to the flavor. But you take that first sip, and it is just horrible, horrible taste. And I think it's mainly because I've never liked fruit punch flavor. Like, it sounds like it's gonna have a lot of different interesting flavors. It's gonna taste good. But then you drink fruit punch, like, and it's not just the vitamin water fruit punch. It's like any other fruit punch, like the fruit punch that you might get at your school or something like that. You take a sip of it, and it's just disgusting. Like, the flavor is just so bad. It doesn't taste like fruit. It tastes like a fruit that's expired by 3 weeks. So I'm not sure what to say about this one. It's not going to be F tier because there is another drink that is 10 times worse than this one. But let's take a taste test. Yeah, it's just definitely not the flavor for me. Yeah, just very much like the orange flavor, very underwhelming. Not very good at all. I think I over exaggerated how bad it was, but it is just bad. And I don't know what tier I'm gonna put it on. I could put it in the D tier. I could put it in the E tier. I'm not gonna put it any lower than that. I think though, to be perfectly reasonable with you, it's D tier. I would put it in the E tier, but I think that the orange flavor and the fruit punch basically feel the same on a level of how bad they are. I don't think any one is worse than the other one. It's kind of like the S tier spots. I don't think anyone is worse. I honestly just think that the fruit punch is just flat out D tier, and that's being perfectly reasonable. I'm not over exaggerating how bad it is. Some people might like fruit punch. I understand that. I'm sure there are people out there who really like fruit punch, and this is probably the flavor for them. Just not the flavor for me, honestly. So yeah, we are now going to be getting down to the last two. Hopefully I will include the tropical citrus flavor. So yeah, I will see you in the next flavor. So for our next flavor, I'm going to be doing tropical citrus because I kind of wanted to save the last flavor for, since it's the worst, for last, so I can just express how absolutely bad it is. Unfortunately, I do not have tropical citrus with me, but I can tell you that off of experience, tropical citrus is definitely a B tier. Much like lemonade, it has a very, very average and good flavor. I can still drink it, and I think it's delicious. I think it's the one that I've had the least, if I'm going to be quite honest. So, honestly, I could be mistaken, and it could honestly just be A tier. But I would say off of experience, it's probably B tier. I don't want to say it's too good because I haven't had it in a while, and just off of memory, I'd say it's B tiers. I think is a reasonable spot to put tropical citrus. So we have one more flavor to go. These are, by the way, just all the flavors that were in my region that were available in where I was. So there's probably tons of more vitamin water flavors that I didn't get to, but I don't want to make this video too long anyway. So last flavor, here we go. All right, so this is the same day that I am doing the tropical citrus flavor. I'm getting these last two flavors done, and the video is getting uploaded. So this last section will be the same, all in the same spot. It is currently 4:08. I just got done watching a whole bunch of game shows. So let's get this last flavor done because, my God, it is the zero sugar, which, you know, maybe that's why it doesn't taste as good. But then again, you have to appreciate that, you know, it doesn't have any sugar in it, so it must be healthy for you. It's the cool blueberry lavender. Already, you know, already seeing the name on this, probably, like, it sounds like it would be the name of a candle scent, if I'm going to be honest. I can tell you off of the first time that I tried this, I was very optimistic, very, very optimistic. And it's horrible. It's just I'll use the word after I drink it, and I don't even want to try this, to be quite honest with you. Here we go. That is abhorrent. I've been waiting this whole tier list to express you. That is just abhorrent. I'll take another sip, but oh my god, that's disgusting. Like, that tastes like you're eating liquid candle wax. That's how bad it is. Don't get me wrong. I think other people, this would be the flavor for them, because I've seen other tier lists and they put this in the S tier. Totally understand that, but for me, this is just abhorrent. Tastes like you're having liquid candle wax, and the name just sounds like a candle in of itself. It is just horrible, horrible flavor that I cannot just enjoy. I just can't enjoy it. I'll take another sip. It smells better than it actually tastes. Like, I think it's just that aftertaste that you get. You drink it, and then you get this kind of like this cool mint. It almost tastes like a cool like mint, but I'm pretty sure it's just that hint of blueberry. And that just ruins the whole bottle, if I'm going to be honest. I might be over-exaggerating how bad this is, because honestly, maybe going into this again and trying it out, the fruit punch is honestly probably better or worse than this, but then again, I think that the cool blueberry lavender is the worst, and that's why it is going to stand alone lonely in the F tier, and we have to do this with at least one of them, and the cool blueberry lavender, I've been waiting to put this one in the F tier. I am going to try to drink a little bit before disposing of it, but I don't think I'll get to the whole bottle. Just to remind you, I haven't drank the whole bottle of orange and fruit punch, so I have like 3 bottles left over because I have another pomegranate bottle. So I just have a whole bunch of bottles like left over. I drank all of dragon fruit, all of lemonade, all of kiwi strawberry, and all of pomegranate. The other ones I just can't drink the rest of it, and this one I'm probably not going to be able to. I'll take another sip though before we stop this video. Like, honestly, why should I feel bad if I drink this regular water over this? Like, that's how I feel about the cool blueberry lavender. So that's all the flavors. Alright, so we are finally done with the vitamin water tier list that I started a week ago. Went to the grocery store, got all the flavors, and we started with the blueberry, no, not the blueberry. Is it the blueberry? I'm losing my mind. The pomegranate acai, we'll just say that for right now. I think it's the blueberry pomegranate acai, but anyways, I'm so thankful that we got this done. I know some of you on the channel were pretty excited for another tier list. Just tell me your thoughts, your tier list in the comment section down below, and maybe some suggestions for other tier lists, because I don't think I'm going to be putting the tier list in the comment section, or in the polls. Oh my god, guys, I just want this video to be over. But anyways, make sure you join the Discord. The link will always be in the description now, and just read the description so that you get more information. And tonight I will be streaming. It is a Sunday night, I know, but I have no school tomorrow. It's a 3-day weekend, and I shouldn't be too busy this week because it'll be a 3-day week with another 3-day weekend back to back. So I'll be streaming tonight. I would love to see you guys there. And I'll post a new poll pretty soon and do my book review on my own time. So those are all the announcements that I have to say. Like and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you next time.